Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Pardon me. Celine Driver once again, bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is not mine. Now, I know there are people out there right now saying, Celine Driver, it's a Zelos watch. How could a Zelos watch not be yours? Well, this watch comes to me as part of one of the many Random Rob tour watches that I participated in over the years. Now, for those of you who don't know, Random Rob is a friend of mine. He has a YouTube channel, a watch channel with a huge footprint. Well, I think in the 60,000 range of subscribers and growing. He does live streams. He does watch reviews on a daily basis. He does unboxings on a daily basis. And he runs his own Discord server. If you are a member of the Discord group, you can engage in watch tours. You put your name in the hat, and there's a random drawing, and the 12 people are drawn to review a watch. You know, the watch travels around the country. You get to play with it for a few days, and then send it on to the next person. Great way to experience watches without actually having to put money in the game. And at the end of the tour, usually the watch goes up for sale, and there's a drawing for the sale as well. Now, you knew I had to participate in a watch tour that had a Zelos in it, and I was fortunate enough to get in the tour. It's in this, what is standard right now, Zelos watch case, the aluminum one, which is beautifully made. Actually, a favorite of mine. This is an official Zelos watch sold by Zelos to Random Rob. It's number 12, sold in June of 2022. And it is one of the new Comet watches. These are a second generation dress watch that Zelos did, the first one being the Nova, approximately the same size as this one. Also a manual wind watch. This watch, however, uses a different movement than the Nova did. But it is still a manual wind watch. It is beautifully, minimally decorated, but a beautiful watch. Inside and out. We can see the escape movement working very nicely. That's what I love about exhibition case backs and not having a rotor on the back. You can see right down into the watch. You can see everything that's going on in there. This is one of what are called the gold carbon watches. The dial is a forged carbon watch, which Zelos has done several of those over time. But this is the first one to have bronze infused into the carbon, giving it sort of a gold streaky appearance, which is very, very unique. That's the wonderful thing about micro brands like Zelos and Boulder and all the other micro brands out there. Big or small, they may use off-the-shelf movements like this one. Like most, pretty much all Zelos are standard movements. Seiko, Miyota, ETA, Le Jour Perret, Salida. But their effort goes into the design of the watch using unique materials like tantalum or titanium, or in the case of Zelos, titanium Damascus or Timascus, which you can find many of those in my other videos. And it also allows them to play with and concentrate on dial designs, and this one is very unique. You can see how the light just plays with that bronze inside the forged carbon, gives it a nice shimmer to the watch. You have it backed up by a nice Horine leather strap to emphasize the dress watch nature of it. I mean, it has a little white stitching here on the side to hold the bolstering together, so it doesn't look like you could wear it. You know, a black tie affair, you may or may not want to have that. But it's certainly thin enough, even with that boxed crystal, certainly thin enough to fit under a dress cuff. Nice. A little bit large for a dress watch again, but not, this is a dressy watch, not a dress watch. Large stainless steel pennant buckle. Quick release spring bars for the strap, so this could be a very nice little strap monster. And I'm going to give it a little try on my 7¼ inch wrist. Pardon me, my throat is really screwed up today. I'm sorry about this. And as you can see, on a 7¼ inch wrist, this watch, having a fairly good size lug-to-lug measurement, fits very nicely on my wrist. It doesn't look overly small. I'll get into the measurements in a minute. This is on the lower end of what watches I generally wear. I usually try not to go below 40 millimeter, unless it has a very good lug-to-lug measurement, a long lug-to-lug measurement, in which case this one fits my wrist very nicely. But I wouldn't personally go below this case diameter. I have my sheet O facts here, and because I've already reviewed one of these, I reviewed my father's Comet, which he still has, in the Aventurine dial. I'm not going as in depth with this watch as I did with that one, so this will be a bit shorter video. But this is the gold carbon version of the watch, as opposed to my father's Aventurine. The dial, as I said, is a forged carbon dial with bronze additive to give it that golden shimmer. The hands and the indices are PVD with lume, but they are PVD black with the lume inserts in them. The case and the buckle are 3/16L stainless. In this case, you have a Sellita SW215 manual wind, good for about 40 hours. You have a boxed sapphire crystal, and it's a flat crystal. It's a flat box style crystal on top, sapphire crystal as well on the bottom. And of course, we did point out the black leather Horine strap. But you can see this has been worn already a bit. I've enjoyed wearing this watch. I've had it for a day or two as I make this video, and I've been wearing a lot. It is a minimally water-resistant watch, despite the screw-down case back. It's only rated at 50 meters. That's because the crown is not a screw-down crown. You can get it wet. I wouldn't immerse it in water for very long. I certainly wouldn't put it under any kind of water pressure. But if you happen to get caught in a rainstorm or it gets wet washing your hands, it'll be okay. The case diameter is 39 millimeter. Now, as I said, that for me personally is the bottom end of where I usually buy watches. I generally stay 40 and above. Unless the lug-to-lug measurement, which in this case is 45 millimeter, is broad enough that it doesn't look silly on my 7¼ inch wrist. But this watch would look good on almost any wrist. I mean, it would look good on a woman's wrist. It would look good on a man's wrist up to a point. Now, my father, who has the Aventurine version of this, shares that watch with his wife, my mom. And they have about the, well, my mom's wrist is a little smaller than his. And she wears this watch very comfortably on her wrist as well. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to go let them wear the watch for a day or two before I send it on to the next tour person. It is a 20 millimeter lug, so any standard strap or bracelet will fit it. And it is 9.65 millimeters thick. Now, all the statistics I got off of the Zelos website. Oh, by the way, signed crown as well. I got all those numbers off the Zelos website except for the thickness. So I did that with my own caliper. For some reason, Zelos' website measures the thickness of the watch without the crystal. Which, come on, that's silly. You're not going to wear a watch without a crystal. Why would you measure a watch without the crystal? That makes no sense to me. But it ain't my website, so whatever. This is a very versatile watch. It can be worn by a variety of folks. Small wrists, big wrists. It can be worn in a variety of settings, whether it's a business setting, formal setting, just going out shopping or walking around setting. It's not a sports watch, though, so don't mistake this watch for a field watch. It isn't that watch. And besides, you already have a Zelos field watch, don't you? Don't you? Of course you do. So that's my overview of the gold carbon Comet. Really nice watch. Shame to see it go off to the next tour person in a couple of days, but no, that's the rules of the game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be informative, entertaining, and useful. If you did, please click that thumbs up for me. That does help the channel with respect to the YouTube search algorithm, so every little bit helps. It only takes a second. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. There's always one. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm glad you found my channel. I hope you will watch many videos. And before you leave, click that subscribe button. Help me grow this channel. Help me get it higher and higher with more people. When you do click the subscribe button, don't forget to click the bell icon next to that so that when I do live streams or upload new videos, you will be alerted. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. And if you're watching the news, hopefully not the bad kind of news, you will know that it is not getting any less crazy. So I ask all my folks out there, subscribers and non-subscribers alike, to please be careful out there, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you soon.